Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we finally have them in hand, the Hyperdunk X. Yes, I say Hyperdunk X like iPhone X. Even though it's an X, it's a Roman numeral for 10. Can you believe it? Since 2008, these have been around in multiple form factors, and they're back again, the Hyperdunk X. Looking forward to giving you guys a performance review. Right now, I just have the first impressions. Obviously, you know, these have been around since 2008, and clearly when you see these on the court, they stand out. You could tell by the design, they're unique. They don't appear to look too similar to a Kyrie or a LeBron or a Jordan or any of the signature shoe lines. These are typically used as a team basketball shoe. I like them. I want to see what they do on court. With the dynamic lacing system that keeps your foot snug here and secure. You see the way the lacing kind of wraps up. They have this center portion here that the laces lock into and keep that instep pushed into this heel counter back here. This way you get that snug and secure fit, and you don't have to worry about slipping out of your shoes. You can just focus on hooping and dominating on court. That's the main thing I want to really focus on. Getting on court, not having to worry about having any issues with performance or tech. It has a full zoom air unit in the heel and in the forefoot. So both front and back. This way you get that responsive cushioning. That's the cool thing about having that full length air. It doesn't feel like the rear section of the zoom unit is very bouncy. The front does have a little bit of softness, but not too much. So you kind of have that close to the earth feel, like a shifty guard type shoe, where it's not too mushy, but you also get that protection in the rear on that heel for when you hit that heel strike and bounce back up into your motion, or coming down for a rebound, or however you do your form. When I go off on two legs, I do use my heel first and bounce up, or typically when I'm running, I use my heel to toe. Some people literally run on their toes the majority of the time. But overall, the style of it itself, the silhouette looks really cool. I like it. As you slide over to the bottom here, you see this wavy traction pattern. I'm hoping this will do some justice on court. As you can see, you got that nice wavy traction pattern there. Not translucent. I know a lot of people love the translucent outsole. I can say that this does look like it'll bite pretty well on those slaloming or side to side movements when you're going side to side and cutting. And you see the shoe kind of cut like that when you're going side to side. Looks like you'll definitely be able to get some good stopping power. The midfoot TPU wing gives you this support. This way, when you are going side to side, speaking of that, as you stop and go to the other direction, you're not rolling over this midsole here. This is gonna keep you popped into the shoe and locked in that direction when you're coming off in this direction. This heel counter keeps you into the shoe in that direction. So overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing what these perform like. No frills necessary. Your standard Nike Hyperdunk basketball shoe. I'm hoping that as far as being quote unquote standard, I hope we could speak a little more highly about this one based on the fact that they have so much new technology to implement into their basketball shoes, especially after all of the years. The upper, as you can see, a knit or a mesh, so it's soft and breathable. And then of course you have this here. This typically, for me, for example, when coming down off a rebound or something like that and slam on your toe before you pull it out, you're not going to rip the material. Typically they have that around the toe here, so right around this area, so that the toe doesn't tear out of the mesh, but this shoe doesn't have that. So I don't mind the fact that it's pliable and it's not stiff in the front. Some shoes, when they use full synthetics, they put this layer of whatever this synthetic material is right over in the front of the toe. You can't really stretch through it. I kind of want to have a little bit of give because I grew up in a time where shoes were made out of leather, basketball shoes in particular. So I enjoy that ability to kind of form around your foot simply because of the fact that everybody's foot is different. You'll notice that the traction pattern again wraps all the way up around to the top, similar to the Kyrie 4, where, you know, if you are all the way up there or if you need that to break. I actually used it today wearing my Jordan 28s to play basketball to use it as a stop. I lunged with the right foot, my left foot I should say, and I anchored with my right foot. These are the 10s. See those 5 dots, 2 sets of them? We're looking at the 10. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoy your pair. Give me some feedback. I know I missed a lot of detail as far as reviewing this particular model of shoe, but I just got it, unboxed it, and opened it today, and I really haven't had a chance to put them on court. You know me, I'm all about performance reviews, so that's my main concern. So let's see what these guys can do. Look forward to seeing you soon.